This episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 seller of games and gaming accessories. And GatheringMagic.com, the #1 resource for Magic the Gathering news and articles.
Hello and welcome to round 3 of the Momir Basic Daily. I'm John Kapora of 52 FNMs and lots of losing. And we're getting ready to play round 3 of this daily. I won the die roll. I think I'll play first, even though we were on the draw for the last 2 games and we won them both. And we were on the play all of round 1 and we lost both of those games. But we're going to play first. Not going to mulligan, and we're just going to see what happens. So yeah, I like this format a lot. Brandon Large wrote a good article for Star City Games on kind of getting started on Magic Online. And he said that, and I agree with him here, is that this format plays a lot like Core Set Limited, where there is a lot of luck involved in it, but combat math does matter, and being able to kind of like figure out what your opponent's doing. Like, these things all do matter. So yeah, I mean, it's just fun. Like, that's an Izumi Shadow Watcher. Who, like, I don't think I played this guy, because I played a lot of limited during this block. This is a Kamigawa block card, and I'd never played this card. And it just, like, kind of gives you a chance to be versatile and be flexible. And I think that this format really does reward flexibility. I think, like, if you just have tunnel vision and you just go the same, like, alright, I'm going to start off, I'm going to miss my 1-drop and my 2-drop, and I'm going to do everything. I'm just going to keep making dudes until I get to 8. Like, it doesn't reward that kind of, like, tunnel vision. You have to play with your and your opponent's cards. It doesn't, oh, shit, this is bad for him. Oh, sorry, I cursed. I really didn't want to curse this whole time, and I totally just cursed. Oh, sorry, guys. But yeah, he just got a Gilded Drake on 2, which means he got a 1/1, and I got a flyer. So skipped my 2-drop just because he skipped his 1, and now I'm going to skip my 3-drop as well, just because I'm so far ahead at this point after that Gilded Drake. But yeah, I really dig this format, just because you get to play with old random cards, and every game's different. I mean, they kind of end up being the same. If both players are able to get to 8 unmolested, then games kind of end up being the same. But for the most part, they're really varied, and I don't know, I just love it. I dig it so much. And that's why I kind of, like, between that and the Brandon Large article, because I feel like that article is pretty widely read, because people are always trying to figure out how to get into Moto, especially now that everyone and their mom is streaming. So I figured he wrote about Momir, he kind of laid out the basics, and I would try and see what would happen. Like, I would try and show people what happens in a in a Momir daily. Just kind of see how they play out, see the cool interactions that can kind of happen over the course of a Momir match. So he just hit Razor Jaw Oni. So I hope I don't hit a black creature here, because I kind of need to block this guy pretty bad, just because he's huge. But I guess we'll see what happens. This is just a form war here. I don't have any creatures in my graveyard, all lands. Like, it's kind of cool. I don't know, for some reason it's funny, because this card was really good when it was in Standard. And here, it's terrible. It sucks really bad. This card's amazing, because now I have to discard a card. Yeah, looks like I'm going to pitch a forest. Probably going to skip my 6 drops just because I'm kind of in control of this, you know, like I'm beaten down with dudes. I'm just going to double block here. He can get my Genesis. My Greater Moss Dog will live. And, yeah, just going to have to skip my 6 here. Hope it works out for me. I'm pretty sure it will. Pretty sure we're going to be fine. His guys are relatively small. I mean, like, his biggest guy's a 3/3. I match up with that pretty well. If he attacks me, I'm just going to take it. Just because I'm so far ahead. And if he attacks me with this, I'm going to take it. If he attacks with this, I'm going to block. If he attacks with this, I'm going to block. But, like, I'm so far ahead, and, like, especially the damage race, to where, like, I can luckily afford to make my 6. Now, this is interesting because horsemanship is the bomb diggity in this format. For those of you that don't know, horsemanship is the Portal 3 Kingdoms version of flying. So, it's basically flying, but there are not that many creatures with horsemanship, so you can't really count on hitting one. So, when one person does, usually that creature's just unblockable. And there's a 6-drop that exists that gives all your creatures horsemanship, which is just absolutely busted. Just gives all your creatures unblockable. Now, I have 2 options. I could kill a land, which would force him to just make 7s for the rest of the game, or I could kill this. And since I don't really see him getting back into this, like, I don't see him, like, being able to kill me with damage, I think what I'm going to do is kill this forest. Like, this attack is going to put him to 9, and then next turn he'll be at 1, unless he hits a flyer on 6. And, yeah, it's pretty good for me. And I am here. I'm at a comfortable 16. Basically, he has to hit running flyers just to not lose. What is this? What is this? Yeah, I love this format. Just because of stuff like this. Like, what is Wittigo? Alright, we're going to need the 6 +1/+1 counters. Put a +1/+1 counter if it has blocked or been blocked since your last upkeep. So, this is going to remove... So, this is going to become a 5/5 on his turn, which I really don't care much about. I'm just going to make my 8 and attack with Angel of Despair and Gilded Drake. Oh, wow. So this is the best card, or one of the best, arguably the best card you can hit on 8. Yeah, he just scoops to that. Bouncing creatures in Momir Basic is amazing because it just destroys them. So I probably would have bounced this, and just... That game was obnoxious. That game was pretty lopsided. I hit very good creatures, and he got very unlucky. He did hit the horsemanship guy, which kind of kept him in it a little bit, but not enough. So what did he do? Did he take the play this game? Yep, he took the play. So now we're just waiting on him. Now, I know I mentioned this before, but I think it bears repeating that I love being on the draw in this format. Just because you only have to skip 1 turn of making a creature, and damn, that's a spicy one. Alright, so I could skip my 2 and just make 3s, but I think what I'm going to do instead is make a 2, because 2s are generally better than 3s, and on 2 you have more of a chance to hit either one of the Mana Mirrors from Morodin, or you can hit some other sort of accelerator. And accelerators, if you haven't already figured it out, are awesome in this format, so I'm going to try to hit an accelerator. Discard. trying to figure out which of these islands is the ugliest, because I just love wasting time. That guy's not bad. Canopy Spider's not bad. Maybe a little 1 toughness guy. Alright, so it's just a 2-2. And we're probably just going to attack with this Canopy Spider. Yeah, we'll just attack with the Canopy Spider and say go. Hopefully we can get him to block so we can just kill this Flectomancer with this ability. But I don't think he's going to bite on the block. Oh, he bit. Alright. Yeah, I gotta feel bad there. I think he must have just missed it. He must have just not seen it. First strike. Alright, so not gonna be attacking into that anytime soon. Probably here, just gonna make a 4-drop. Let's see what it is. Oh, wow! Oh, that's great! Okay, so I'm just gonna pass the turn here. What I plan on doing next turn is attacking with this Fangren Firstborn, and before blockers get declared, I'm going to shoot this Voracious Cobra with my Spike Shot Elder. So I'm going to attack with both of these, and before he gets to choose blockers, I'm going to shoot this. And then he might block Spike Colony to Spike Shot Elder, but he takes 5 and I still have my Firstborn alive. Could also attack with Canopy Spider too. I think I'm going to do that. Alternately, I could make a 5 and just attack with Fangren Firstborn. I mean, he couldn't. Voracious Cobra would trade with it. He would not just kill my Firstborn with Voracious Cobra, but I think I'm just going to attack with the team and try and make them all as big as possible. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. This way I can make 9s. And 9s are pretty important. Yep. Just as we thought, our opponent blocks there and takes 5, 6, 7. Shambling Strider. That's not such a bad one. Alrighty, let's see what our 6-drop yields. That's a good one. Yeah, it's a really good one. What I think I'm going to do is attack with both of these. That way, I'm going to be probably trading with this thing. Oh wait, no, I can't attack with both, because then he just blocks the Canopy Spider with this. Yeah, I can't do that. Can't do that. Alright, he plays with the top card of his library field. And that's gonna be obnoxious. Now I could block with this Fangren Firstborn, but I don't think I'm actually gonna do that. Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna take the 5. Alrighty. Play this plains. See what 7's got in store for us. Hopefully something big. These creatures are getting a little big for me to handle. Okay. What is this? Ugh. This could be the best thing ever, or terrible. I have 2 islands in my hand, and I can put them to 11 this turn. Oh, man. This is risky. I can put him to 11 this turn, and then he cracks back for 16. He put me to 3, and then I attack back for the win, obviously. So he can't do that unless his 8 is crazy good. Man, am I really thinking about sacrificing 5 lands here? This thing's so huge! And I can just win with it on the table. Oh no. And I've also got this and this and oh, it's so tempting. You know what? For the sake of fun, I'm going to do it. We're gonna do it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ugh. Feel like I just sealed my fate there, guys. But I want to win with a yokel mortar, okay? I want to win with a yokel mortar. Also, how amazing would it be if I just hit Mana War right here? Like, that would be crazy, right? I just hit Mana War and just win? Alright, so let's kind of, like, play out his possible blocks here. I'm obviously attacking with everyone. Well, let's see what 3 I get first. If it's Mana War, I'm going to do a victory lap. Oh, and that's nothing. I just wasted a card. Okay, let's see how we do this. I attack with all 4. He's taking 6, so he's automatically going to go to 5. That means he's got to block. Sorry this is taking me so long. I'm very bad at math. That means this is a 13-13 trample, and he's got to account for... yeah, I think I just got him. Pretty sure I just got him. So I put him to 6. This is 13, and it tramples. So he has to account for 8 of that. And he can't really split it up in a way that's really good for him. Just because all his creatures are so huge. Him attacking with Spike Colony really helped. I'm not going to lie. Alright, so... yeah, he's realizing that he's kind of just dead. Alright, so... 7 plus 5 is... it's 12. So I'm going to get through for 1, then 7, 8, 9, 10. Seven, 5, 1. Yep, that's right. Alright, so he's at 1. He's got to hit something real good right here. Really, really good. That's not going to do it. Alright. We just won with Yokel Mortar. I will see you back here for round 4.